Hello students, how are you? Today video lecture we will discuss about two important concepts. One is the complex numbers and the second one is Gaussian integers. Students, complex numbers and Gaussian integers are related concepts, but we remember these are not same. Let's explore the difference between these two. First of all, you have seen in early classes the complex numbers. Complex numbers are numbers of the form a plus b iota, where a and b are real numbers, and iota is the imaginary unit defined as -1 square root. We remember, students, in definition here there are two parts. One is a real part and the second one is imaginary part. Both real and imaginary parts are real numbers. The real part of complex number is a and the imaginary part is b. Let's take an example, 3 plus 4 iota. Here 3 plus 4 iota is a complex number. -2 minus 5 iota are also is another example of a complex numbers. Now, important note, in complex number system, arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and divisions are defined. All the operations, maybe addition, maybe subtraction and maybe multiplication, all the operations are defined. That is why complex numbers are filled. Now, Gaussian integers. What is Gaussian integer and what is the difference between these two? Gaussian integers are a specific subset of a complex numbers. We remember Gaussian integers by name. Gaussians are integers, not reals. That is important thing. Gaussian integers are a specific subset of a complex numbers. Gaussian integer is also a complex number, but every complex number, no. It is only specific numbers. They are a complex numbers of the form a plus b iota, where both a and b are integers. We remember the difference, the key difference here, the number a and b, the real part and the imaginary part, not real numbers. Here these parts are actually integers. That is a key difference between complex numbers and integers. Here both parts are real numbers, but in Gaussian the real part and the imaginary part are integers. Gaussian integers is denoted by zi, whereas the complex number is denoted by the capital C. Students, -1 minus 5 iota is a Gaussian integer. 2 plus 3 iota is a Gaussian integer, but 2.5 plus 7 iota is not a Gaussian integer. The reason is that 2.5, that is not an integer. Integer only positive or negative, not a decimal part. So I think you people can understand the concepts between the difference between these two. 2 plus 5 iota, that is complex, also Gaussian, but 2.4 or 5, if the real part or imaginary part is not an integer, then it is a complex number, but never be integer, never be Gaussian integer. So I hope so. All Gaussian integers are complex, but converse is not true. That is why I write here all Gaussian integers are complex. Every Gaussian integer is complex. And the Gaussian integer is actually the subpart of a complex numbers. They are not filled. Also, the difference, the Gaussian integers are not filled. The reason is that the division is not possible in Gaussian integers. If we divide the two Gaussian integers, then the result will not be a Gaussian. The reason is that 2 by 5, the result will be a decimal. Now the decimal part is not a Gaussian integer. I hope so, students, you have understand the concepts of Gaussian integers and the complex numbers. Take care.